gonna be super nice and super easy. Quick base tour here. I did choose a nice simple 2x1. You can do a more expensive 20k upkeep or anything like that, but we did just dump it into HQM because we can let that HQM decay with like a HQM industrial trick or anything like that. Then it's obviously, it looks like everybody else's 2x1, so most people are just gonna think you have your spiral stair bunker and leave and be more successful with your pixel gap bunker. You have your drop boxes up here. You have your deployable areas where you can put your fridges, your mixing tables. Don't do too much to cut off this angle on your doors. And then you can put more deployables back here. I like to do no doors towards the HQM area, and then both sides. 2 doors right here just facing the other way. And then you could put one facing this way if you want to do a single door airlock, and one that way. Then we have our roof upkeep, roof chutes. On each side, these are mirrored perfectly. And we do just have the ladder hatch. You can do like chain link fence or garage door. But we do have it like this, where we have our shooty peaks here. You can put an embrasure here and come up right here, and you could see straight across when these 2 doors are open here. But the important thing is like when I'm the enemy and I'm right here, and like you leave this open and they're in your shell or something, they're on your roof. When you're inside jumping up from your bedroom, you can see my head right now, and I can't see the underside of this sheet metal on the other side right here, down there, and we would be able to see tip of the head right here, tip of the head right there, and then shoot him up. Then come down into the shell here again. Do some deployables on the shell. Don't do too many deployables because it'll block the turrets on the shell. We're just gonna come over and make sure you do these stone embrasures right here in case you die on the wide gaps, and then you don't lose your gun down there into the nether world. And then go up to your up and over 2x1 chute. I have 6 E furnaces right there on that first triangle. You can put like drop boxes there. And we'll just have our 2x1 mini open core here with 16 large boxes. There's 4, 4, 4, and 4. And you can do barrels or something else. And we have our solo bag with our tier 3, and then we have our spiral stair bunker here. We could access 2 of the boxes from the open core, as well as 2 lower boxes for either ore depot or automatic smelt boxes. Then we have our 3 furnace jump up here with our spiral staircase and our 2x1 starter core bunker. I did remove some deployables so I can access that pixel gap, but you can cover that with rugs, floor, wallpaper, and boxes. And then you can turn off your laser and come in here. There we go. Finally able to access that. Let me just speed that up. And you just have your pixel gaps in there. Again, it's like an invisible pixel gap pretty much. There's no, it's hard enough for you to notice it. It's pretty much bomb proof as far as someone else finding it. And then you just have your normal 2x1 in like this. And you can put horizontal pixel gaps in some places to put some somewhere. But I already like to seal the large batteries in here after tethering them input and output to a root combiner and electrical branch. So that's my output and that's my input. I just put solar panels or output into here, and that'll charge it, and that'll discharge it, and that'll be nice. And we have one over there and one over here for 2 just completely sealed into 8 rockets into the honeycomb under the turrets here. And then we just have our bedroom up here right above the open core. And again, kind of like you get a little bit, it's obviously not that foolproof and good. I haven't bomb-proof testing it, but it's kind of like that little spinky peak with all the half walls where you can see the top of their head quicker when they're over here. And then obviously you just have your nice mini open roof. Super nice and super easy. It's super easy to build. You're going to start with a shelter until you find yourself a rug. You need a regular rug so we can make our horizontal pixel gap and regular gap at the same time that works with HQM. And we're just going to do a twig 1x2. You can get away with 1x2, but 1x3 is easier just because that rug is going to stick out over there, and that way we have that extra space to stick this rug under like this, so we don't have it near our low wall here. We're going to stick it just a bit farther off of one square and have that together like so. And then we're just going to come up to the front square here like this off of our rug, crouch between one square low wall, click, don't move the mouse, jump over. Boom. Now, if you will notice, you will get a half wall and half horizontal pixel gap, just like that. One rug, one not rug between the low walls. And then we will have a invisible pixel gap here. And the only thing you do need to check right here is on the low wall, you won't be able to place the wall. The low wall we won't be able to place. We'll probably get an error like this right here from our foundation with our gap. So we want to place that wall, this double door, off the high foundation right here. Boom. Like that. And then we can place our floor here. But I just want to place a wood one right there so we could add this later. And we just want to get to a point where we could upgrade and not have a, we could have a TC. And we're just going to go ahead and do a 1x1 like this. This is where you could stop someone from chasing you. And we want a double half wall there. I messed that up. For the spiral stair bunker, you don't need the double half wall, but I want to. You could do a regular full wall, it doesn't matter. And then we're just going to seal this up right here. And leave this open for our boxes. And then we could do this. Okay, and go ahead and seal that up. And there's your starter like this. And to get really like a nice stage one, you're gonna want to seal everything up here. But you need to be able to upgrade everything in here first. Since we don't have our loop room in there yet, we're good to do seal the outside here. That's why I want to leave that floor twig in there until we seal this up, so we can hit everything in there with HQM. And we're going to seal the mid walls here and these foundations like this. And this is where you really want your sheet metal. 400 on each side here, and then you could do the foundations later, but you want 400 on each side. $500, $600, $700, $800, $900, $1,000. Your first 1,000 frags to those 3 foundations and 2 half walls, and then you can seal up everything here with stone in between like this on both sides. Just like that. You would seal up that, of course it destroyed my door, and you would seal up everything here into your spiral stair bunker. Break that half wall, you want 2, and break that full wall, you want 2 half walls above your spiral stair bunker. And then a floor right here. These are all HQM and part of the bunker, so there's no half steps on your bunker. Come in here, here's your 2x1. Now you can break this, and this is where you need to upgrade everything to HQM and place your boxes. can cheap out on the raid cost and upkeep cost by doing just the foundation sheet metal, but the upkeep in the intro is accounting for that. And then we're just going to place our boxes. You can do 3, but I like just 2 small and 1 large, just standard stuff. I'm not doing anything crazy. And then you just make sure you got to place that floor off of the triangle, off of your outside. Pick up your double door. And we were supposed to just upgrade this one to wood. This one with the TC could have been HQM the whole time. And I just saw it open, so we're good. But you just want to make sure that you could access all your stuff. You have a pixel gap before you go full HQM. And now we're good. This is HQM, and then we have just the sheet metal under there. And then you're good to do your first night of white toy bunker, play the first next day. This, and then we've got the twig floor here, spirals there. That, and then we're good. And then now we're going to go over to upgrade even more. This to sheet metal on the back. This is important that we get this sheet metal soon here. And then sheet metal this side, single triangle side. Just like that. And then you could sheet metal the top here. And then more sheet metal here for your honeycomb. And then now we could do our furnace jump up here, and then our full wall for our expansion for our up and over. And for our up and over, we want 2 full walls right here, go straight in the metal, full wall right here, full wall right here. Metal window, just like that. Do that one hard side, upgrade this all to HQM for our bunker. In our core. And then the floor as well to HQM. We have a furnace jump up here that I just fake jumped up on. And sheet metal up here. Double half wall. Right here, and then we could do double garage door here, right here, and then do opposite style side jump downs, like so. And then you can do drop box barrels here, or E furnaces there. And then you can do floors here, but I like to do furnaces, or if you're lucky enough to have hobo barrel the whole way. And then honeycomb the back right here, and this is where you would put your large battery. You could leave this open if you wanted to seal it in the floor here. You don't have to seal it with the tether in the shell. You could seal it here and put the tethers up here. Like that. Need a battery for the turret anyway. Just gonna do a jump up right here and then line these doors up here. This is the baby open core. Like so. And then we want double half wall triangle here and single wall. This, and then you can do alternating windows and single doors here. And then a double door in the center, like that, and upgrade those. That's pretty much your starter for your main right here, just like this. Now, before we do our shell, we just want to go ahead and upgrade everything. Before we do our shell and our wide gaps, upgrade the foundations, just because they're going to be holding 2 stone layers. And then we also want this upgraded right here. And then we don't want any access on our HQM side here, but we're going to do windows and wood and glass. Just so we can get some visibility. In the event that we did want to put like a vending machine or a triangle there, we could definitely add that, like a large battery room or something in the double triangle. And then we're just going to repeat that on the other side, but on our front door entrance, we want our single doors on our triangles right here, so they have to go single double. Don't want it on our squares, but we want windows on our squares because this is all redundant and we already have sheet metal right here. And then we want full half walls on each side right here, or half wall drop box loot rooms, mini things right here, a little drop box storage area right here. And then these three can be sealed up with flat single level floors. Boom, 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 just like that. And I didn't do that over here, did that incorrectly. Did not add those. That was not how you can just seal it up or add those. I did have you could access them on this side if you use squares right there, but it's not really sealed. You can kind of see them from the outside. That's what I messed up on. But we're just gonna go add the doors right here. And again, everything is nice and sealed right now. Just like that for our mini stage 3. And we can upgrade those floors. That's a relatively nice raid. At those, and then now we can go ahead and do our wide gaps. And one thing here is we want to come out with a full hexagon of twig from this area here. Come up with a high triangle right here. And then just go out 2 or 3 squares. I think it's 2 here. I think we want to do 3, just in case we have a spot towards the end here. We want to come back hexagon, square. Yeah, I think we can get away with just 2. We just want to upgrade these 3 to sheet metal right here and break everything here. And since we're doing double high ramps, we're going to do a triple half wall like this. This way we don't really have anybody able to boost up into our peaks. And then we want to create a floor over here, or you can do the floor the other way. Not really, but let's do it like this, and then put your. You can do unskin. You can't do unskin center because then you don't get the peak. And then it's gonna do 2 full triangles right here, and then a frame in the center. Make these sheet metal just because they probably will get slashed depending on the angle you put them at. You want to do a full wall right here, and then another frame for your ladder hatch. And that is a full story up above your 1.5 story. You need 2 half walls in front, then another frame and 2 floors off of that. And we have 2 single full frames right here. And we have a window facing inwards right here. And full walls on the outside. Very easy. And then we just want a nice half wall here. Like that. And then to connect them, you're going to do a square floor here and a square roof here. And I fell, and now that'll connect. And then you could do a triangle roof like this, and then connect them like that. Now this side is not decaying, and we have a nice chute all the way up. And I need my window embrasures for my roofless peaks, and then we're just going to repeat that on the other side. more time here. Full hexagon out, just 2 squares, 2 or 3. You just need to come back with 1 hexagon. Jump up here, 1 full hexagon, triple triangle right here. Upgrade all 3 to sheet metal. And what I mean by putting the floor off the other side, you could do it down here and go straight like this, and then like that to cover it so you don't drop any guns down there. But it's a lot more materials, and then people could jump up like making some twig floor all the way up on your peaks. Just go ahead and do it like this because it's nice and easy. And triangle frame in the center. Have your ladder hatch here. Then 2 half walls in the front, floor, frame in the center. Made that twig by accident. Full wall in the back. Metal full frames here. Full wall on the back, windows on the front. Triple half wall here. Triple floor here. Full square roof here to connect them. And then triangle piece here if you wanted a turret. And then now all we gotta do is I do keep a frame here to stop the peaks from people squeezing on the peaks. So we do just want a nice floor here, this. So we have these nice angles like this, and then we want these peaks like this coming out all the way over here. And we do a full one right here, and then we can do a window right here. Metal frame here, stone window here, 3 windows right here. Do a roof on each side right here, as well as a ramp. And now, a bunch of angles, jump downs, sharp angles, crouching angles, hiding angles, peak angles, bedroom angles in here. And we're just going to repeat that on this side. And just like that, you have the 10K hour 2x1 done and easy like this. And we didn't get our brutalist roof peak, so it's not done and easy. There we go, like that. And then we want this floor piece right here, just like that. And then you can put a box or some barricade under here from inside right here. So if you get clapped and your weapon drops, at least lands on that stone barricade, hopefully. And then you just put your large battery in here, put a input and output tether with a screw combiner and branch. And you want the branch in the input, you gotta watch out, make sure you don't put the output to the branch. I mean I said it the wrong way. You want the output to the branch like that. And you want the output of the root combiner to the input of the battery. So you just want to charge and a discharge. Don't overthink it and don't listen to me too much about it. And then you just want to go ahead and seal that large battery off, and then you're just going to go ahead and do the same thing over here. Window won't let you shift snap key 'em. You might have to do 3 like that if you already upgraded your window to sheet metal. And then everything is good here. You have your battery, you have everything here. The wide gaps are connected. You can add a gatehouse here, just like this. Don't mind these random squares. You can go ahead and add a gatehouse just with a single square, another single square off of that. Very standard style gatehouse. This is somebody's really good. And you just go ahead and do one of these style gatehouses, whatever kind of gatehouse you want to do, to a disconnectable. Over here, not shown disconnectable. And then you can do a disconnectable with a ramp outside of your 2x14 here. So this is inside. You just disconnected your China wall, and then you could add a China wall over here, as long as it's floating ramp, and then you can make this sheet metal or an HQM if you're really sweaty, and everything here is sheet metal and everything there can be HQM if you're just an automated oiler. And then you can just build an entire square cube China wall outside, or you could do one on each side. Like one giant cube China wall, you could just go ahead and do a disconnectable like this, and do a high ramp in front of your window. That way you could stick a low ramp through your window, and then you can go seal an even higher ramp up here with a square floor right here, and then a low ramp. This, and you could break that foundation underneath your ramp, like so. Upgrade that ramp. Upgrade this square pylon. We'd be able to do a triangle foundation if we didn't need to be up so high in the middle of the air. But now when we connect this, it's not decaying. And now we could do this one on each side. And now you have this point where you can make do a full cube build around. Let's see if we can do full squares for like a real style China wall. We'll do one more over here. Keep in mind, this is still on a single TC. The disconnected China wall. Oh, we can. Okay. We do triangle, triangle. Oh. We can make it just a big castle wall. Okay. I'll just connect it. Fantastic. And now we have a true China wall that is 2-point disconnectable on each side. And then now, since everything fits so well, I'm gonna make a real cool China wall. No one can stop me. It's gonna be big upkeep, but who cares? Yeah, maybe you have a window on the diamonds. So, arm breakers in. And look at that, we just do a nice China wall cube. Ultimate 10k hour, ultimate 10k hour 2x1.